The space is around the Second Breath statue on the campus of University of Kentucky. The statue is located outside the UK Chandler Hospital by a little area with tables and benches for anyone to sit on. It looks like a relaxing place with many trees. In front of the statue and hospital is the roar of cars and motorcycles on one of the busiest streets that run through campus. That's the only sound you can hear at any point along this street. The area surrounding the Second Breath statue creates an ever-changing culture through the many different kinds of people who come near and the purpose of those people being in the space. From my observations, most people in or walking through this space were for the hospital. The nurses, doctors, and visitors are passing through, while some visitors or medical students choose to sit outside for some fresh air. When I asked my friend Justine what kind of people came around here, she had the same thought.
People who are waiting to hear back from the doctors or something about a loved one.
Justine has never seen the statue or been by the UK Chandler Hospital before I brought her there for the interview. The space is usually a nice place to sit and relax or just think. I find it nice just because it is outside, and I think the fresh air from the outdoors is calming, so I wanted to know what others thought about the atmosphere. Justine had little to say.
Right now I'm calm. I'm starting to get a little cold.
My roommate Taylor was a little more insightful on the atmosphere around this space.
I mean, it's kind of calming depending on what time of day you go there. Like in the morning, it's more like calming, but like later in the afternoon, there's like a lot of like smokers there. So it's kind of like creepy sometimes because there's like psychiatric patients sometimes like wandering around. So sometimes it gets creepy, but overall, it's like.
Taylor shadowed doctors at the UK Chandler Hospital throughout the entire summer, so she knows more about the space. Since this is a hospital on a busy street, I expected the culture to change. According to Taylor, it does. Does the culture change on different days?
It's more so like weekdays versus weekends. Like on weekdays, it's like more like kind of more calm, like I said, depending on what time you go. But on weekends, like it's more hectic for sure. And there's a lot more smokers and like the creepy people on the weekends since most people don't have anything to do.
So Taylor finds it calming, but also creepy at the same time. Because of her knowledge of the space, I wanted to know how the atmosphere shifted crossing over the threshold into the hospital. So I asked Taylor's opinion. Is the atmosphere outside the hospital different from the atmosphere inside?
It is because, like I said, on the outside it can get a little creepy, a little sketchy sometimes, but on the inside, since it's like a new hospital, everyone's like pretty like chill for the most part. And everyone's really nice, and you don't really see like obviously the smokers. Yeah, and you see a lot of doctors who are really nice, and like the patients' families are really nice.
She explains that there is a dramatic shift in the atmosphere from being outside to going inside because of the people. The more professional the setting, the safer most people feel, as opposed to a place where there are a lot of strangers hanging around, the majority of them smoking. At this point in my interviews with Taylor and Justine, they have both brought up smoking in their answers, so I decided to ask Taylor about it. So do you find it ironic that people are smoking outside of a hospital?
I do. I think it's really weird, especially because you see nurses sometimes smoking outside of a hospital. And that's very strange to me considering, but I mean,
and all the no smoking signs around there.
I know it's strange,
Okay.
but
I found it ironic because these people go to the hospital to get better, but then right outside, people are just killing their insides. Justine, a non-smoker, tries to justify this.
Obviously, there's a lot of people smoking here, so smoking leads to stress, even though there's supposed to be no smoking here. I know that most people smoke because they're stressed, and we are right next to the ER.
She seems to make a circle. Smoking leads to stress, stress leads to smoking. You just keep going around in the circle. Even in this ironic situation, The people seem to be generally nice from Taylor's point of view.
Since I shadowed there, I like met some people because like the first time I came, I had no idea where I was going. So people were generally like pretty kind. Like everyone's nice. Like the doctors are even nice. Like they'll take time out of what they're doing to like help you and talk to you. And the nurses are okay. But the patients' families are really chill, so everyone's really nice there for the most part.
And I agree. During my interview with Justine, we got interrupted by a man who just wanted someone to talk to after having been there all day.
In Danville, I could talk to anybody anywhere. It's just sometimes, 9 times out of 10, the conversation is awkward because I have nothing to talk about. I just think like, maybe that's an interesting person. I'm gonna go talk to them.
That's Joseph. He was wearing a knitted University of Kentucky hat, long pants, and a sweatshirt. Joseph and his girlfriend have been at the hospital for their daughter, and I guess after waiting for so long, you get bored. That's when Joseph got interested in the second breath statue.
I've been up here 3 different times. The first time, it's because of my daughter. She's 2 months old. First time we were up here, we were in the PQ, and now we're over here. We've been back here 3 different times, and every time I've always wondered why. What was the point of the statue? What inspired the artwork and stuff? I never knew the history behind it, so I was just like, there's multiple meanings to this artwork.
Not many other people noticed the statue, like Taylor, who went there often over the summer. She did not even know where it was located on the hospital grounds. In conclusion, I believe the culture in this space mainly surrounds the people there. Everyone I talked to commented on the people and incorporated the types of people in their answers. Because of this, since people are always changing, especially in such a busy area, so is the culture.